Well, then when Russiagate died and they moved towards disinformation as a threat to democracy, that allowed them to basically scale their activity to police every form of speech, because anything wrong on the internet could now be categorized as a threat to a democracy. And what is NED at its core? What do they build themselves as? A democracy promotion organization. So suddenly, if we need to censor the internet to protect democracy because mis and disinformation is a threat to democracy, well, then suddenly promoting democracy means censoring the internet. And so they moved into that business as effectively with the support of the Central Intelligence Agency at their back the whole time.
Would you categorize that? You use the term soft powers. Would you categorize those actions into that tranche?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, that's what they're funded to do. We say that we only promote democracy to project U.S. soft power into a particular region. Like, we're not, for example, over in the process of overthrowing, well, this is actually kind of a funny example, but Saudi Arabia, for example, is a monarchy. We are not, currently, although you could argue maybe a few years ago that was a little different, but we are, we're okay with that monarchy. You may have heard Larry Fink, the head of BlackRock, say that markets actually prefer autocracy to democracy because there's more market stability. For example, the way a kingdom is going to be ruled 30 years from now, because if that family monarchy is in power and they do a 30-year gas deal, you have more market stability than you do potentially in the United States, where one change in the administration every 4 years could destroy a 30-year contract in its infancy and have you hit with the sunk costs. But we only do this in the name of soft power. These are not charities. USAID is not charity. NED is not charity. The whole game is that while we are promoting U.S. national interests by projecting soft power into a region, by building up institutions that serve the State Department's interests or the CIA's interests there, we are simultaneously doing a good thing of promoting democracy as a general concept. But those two things go hand in glove.
Listen up, warriors. The new year is upon you, and it's time to sharpen your edge. Are you ready to crush your limits and forge yourself into a weapon of strength and resilience? Whether you're active duty, a veteran, a hunter, or just someone who's built for battle, this is your moment. We've teamed up with the Mountain Tough Fitness app to bring you a no-nonsense, high-performance fitness solution designed for those who live for the grind. This isn't your average fitness app. This is a mission, a test of will, a challenge to push your body, your mind, and spirit to the breaking point and then beyond. The Mountain Tough Fitness app isn't just about getting fit. It's about transforming you into a tactical athlete, someone who's always prepared for whatever life throws your way. And starting Christmas Day, we're offering you a full year of the Mountain Tough Fitness app for just $120. That's less than 33 cents per day, less than the cost of a protein bar, and a whole lot more powerful. Use the code HALFOFF, normal spelling but all one word, at checkout and claim the deal at mountaintough.com. But don't wait. This deal is only available for the first 1,000 people to lock it in. This is the last time we're ever going to offer a deal that is this good. So time to act is now. This is your fitness, your strength, your future, and it's all in your hands. The question is, will you answer the call? Use the code HALFOFF at mountaintough.com. Sale ends January 9th, but the battle for 2025 starts right now. How sophisticated would you say are the efforts by intelligence agencies to influence global policies through media, social media, and, if they can, an algorithm manipulation?
It's extraordinary. But I also stress that they're sort of downstream of the larger tectonic plates. Like, this is not so much a case, I think, of the intelligence agencies going rogue so much as participating in a larger State Department or shadow diplomacy or transatlantic push to do it, and they are simply deployed or moving up in their own careers by doing favors for favors. I mean, you don't make a lot of money at the CIA. The CIA, the head of the CIA makes less than $300,000 a year. The number two makes barely over 200K. You make more than that as a third-year associate at an average large New York law firm, where your job is mostly correcting typos and listening in on partner meetings. You make your career in the CIA by doing favors for the larger stakeholders in the ecosystem. When Mike Pompeo, for example, went from the head of the CIA under the Trump administration to the head of the State Department, that was a major, major promotion. When Leon Panetta went from the head of the CIA under Bill Clinton to the head of the Defense Department, that was a major, major promotion. The CIA is just a support group, and you make your career by doing favors for the larger players in the ecosystem, because only you are uniquely able to use the classification system and the plausible deniability and to do it and get away with it, because you are licensed to create, the shell companies and the money laundering and all the things that would ordinarily be crimes if a civilian did it, but which are protected by the U.S. Justice Department when they're done in the name of promoting U.S. national interests through intelligence activity. And so you make your career by essentially abusing that license to crime, that license to lie that only the intelligence agencies are formally allowed to have. And so when you see this mass infiltration of Facebook or YouTube or Twitter 1.0 into the trust and safety teams to control the algorithms and to control the distribution of information, what you see alongside that is major power players from the State Department, major power players from the Defense Department, major power players from NATO, who are providing that sort of top-down policy directive. And the folks who are the intel people who go in and infiltrate are essentially just carrying out what the consensus vision on how to alter those policies are.